Emperor Emmanuel, who reigned in Constantinople in the 12th century, with the valor of a soldier, he did not unite the skill or prudence of a general. His victories were not productive of any permanent or useful conquest, and his Turkish laurels were blasted in his last unfortunate campaign, in which he lost his army in the mountains of Pisidia, and owed his deliverance to the generosity of the Sultan. But the most singular feature in the character of Manuel is the contrast and vicissitude of labor and sloth, of hardiness and effeminacy. In war, he seemed ignorant of peace. In peace, he appeared incapable of war. In the field, he slept in the sun or in the snow, tired in the longest marches the strength of his men and horses, and shared with a smile the abstinence or diet of the camp. No sooner did he return to Constantinople than he resigned himself to the arts and pleasures of a life of luxury. The expense of his dress, his table, and his palace surpassed the measure of his predecessors, and whole summer days were idly wasted in the delicious isles of Propontis, in the incestuous love of his niece Theodora. The double cost of a warlike and dissolute prince exhausted the revenue and multiplied the taxes. Tiger Woods comes to mind when I read this, who took his focus off golf to train to be a Navy SEAL and women. It also brings to mind General William Howe, British general during the American Revolution. He found a married woman in New York after the invasion to be his mistress, and many accused him of staying in New York and not pursuing the Continentals to stay with her. And early in the war was when the colonists could have lost to the British had they taken advantage. Or George R. Martin, the writer of the famous Game of Thrones books, who, instead of finishing the books, continues to work on TV shows which pull him from his main task of writing. Can we be pulled in two opposite directions and become who we ought to be, or accomplish what we want? Maybe for a short time, but over a long period? I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like there's enough story from history which shows you actually get pulled apart.